Welcome everyone back to episode 25 of the People's Podcast. My name is Alex with my amazing co-host James. How you doing, my friend?
Doing good. What's up, everyone? Ready for another great episode? And we got some nice stuff lined up. We got What If is coming back. We got some blind rankings, guest wrestler, and normal weekly talk. So a lot of good stuff.
Oh yeah, let's just jump right into it then. So pay-per-view this weekend. I'm not sure if you're planning on watching or not, but I am really looking forward to it. AEW Forbidden Door, the fourth rendition of the show. Let me pull up the card here. But what are you thinking of the show so far?
I think the card's looking really good. It's not much
Yeah.
of a Forbidden Door card. It's not many company versus company matches, but overall still a great looking card.
Yeah. Obviously, given the show name and the concept of the show and what the show's supposed to mean, that's quite a bummer.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's gone less and less towards the actual Forbidden Door type matches and what the show is supposed to be every year that it's happened. Like the first two felt really incorporated, and then last year it kind of felt like it tailed off, and this year it's just, I mean, the timing. The timing absolutely too.
Yeah. They should have done a different name. They should just done a different name for a pay-per-view.
It's an AEW pay-per-view essentially. There's two New Japan guys, three New Japan guys, Tanahashi, Gabe Kidd, and Takahashi. There's one Stardom wrestler and one CMLL wrestler, both in the same match. It's just not very forbidden, and it's unfortunate.
And most of the big matches are AEW matches.
Right. Both world title matches. It's just weird. Oh, I guess we got Zack Sabre too. Zack Sabre Jr. has a match. But the timing is horrible.
Yeah, bad timing.
I don't know why Tony decided to have... I mean, I don't know if it's due to scheduling purposes or when they were able to get into London, but why hold it basically right at the end of the G1 is a huge question mark. And if you're going to do that, there's ways that you can work around it. CMLL didn't really have anything going on. Where's all the CMLL guys?
Yeah, it's odd.
Where's the junior heavyweight division? There's one junior heavyweight from New Japan on the show challenging for the TNT title. Where's the rest of them? They're not doing anything. They haven't been doing anything. Why not incorporate those guys?
Yeah, it's definitely an odd approach this year's.
Yeah, but all of that jargon aside, I think the show looks like a great show, like a real fun pay-per-view, regardless. So if we want to go through, I mean, obviously the biggest match on the show is the 10-man steel cage match.
Yeah, that's good.
We got Kenny Omega, Kota Ibushi, Darby Allin, Hiroshi Tanahashi, and Will Ospreay, like a damn Avengers team, versus the Death Riders, Young Bucks, and Gabe Kidd. So in a lights out steel cage match.
I don't get how it's gonna work. That's a lot. That's 10 people in a ring. It's not like a tag match. So you're tagging in and out.
Yeah.
I feel like spatial rise. It sounds like it's gonna be a mess. I don't know. To me, it's gonna be hard to work with. I could be wrong. They can prove me wrong. This definitely seems like it should have been a blood and guts match.
Yeah. If it's like their normal steel cages where it's just the cage right up to the ring, I definitely question how it's going to work. They could take a page out of New Japan's book and have the steel cage with room to walk outside the ring, in between the ring and the cage. Because I know New Japan kind of has that where the cage extends further than the ring and it's just bigger. So I don't know if they're going to go that route, which would probably be a smart move. Because the last 10-man steel cage match I've seen was the New Japan one from last year at New Beginning between Bullet Club War Dogs and United Empire, which Will Ospreay was also a part of. So Will Ospreay just loves 10-man cage matches, apparently. But yeah, so definitely intrigued to see how that works. Match is going to be insane.
Oh, it's going to be nuts.
Darby's gonna do some crazy shit like
As
always.
always.
I'm really looking forward to it just because it's gonna be complete nonsense and it's gonna be a long ass match too. I bet.
Oh, well, I bet that's a lot of people. A lot of everyone's got to get their spots in. So yeah, it's gonna be a lengthy match.
Yeah. So really looking forward to that one. I don't know if you want to run through every single match on the show or
We can
just
just
highlight like
briefly, yeah. We don't need
yeah,
to detail everyone.
Hurt Syndicate versus Brodito versus FTR in a tag team championship match. I know Hurt Syndicate kind of has some controversy surrounding them lately. How do you
hmm
feel? How do you feel about that?
Is that going with the whole speedball stuff?
Not really that. More so the fact that it's claimed that they have not been wanting to put over FTR in a singles like tag match, etc. Um,
I haven't seen that one yet. I have not seen that stuff yet. Is that
apparently,
is that coming from Fightful?
well, I haven't seen it from Fightful. I've seen it from Meltzer, but according to Devin, he said Wrestling Observer and Fightful have hinted at that.
If it's
So
just
I
Wrestling
don't
Observer,
know.
that means it's not true. But at Fightful,
Yeah.
then it's probably true. I mean, at that point, that's when Tony Khan just got to put his foot down. Like, yeah, you're gonna do this because I'm the boss. I write the stories, and it's how pro wrestling is. If they're actually like that, yeah,
He's the guy. So
exactly. I don't see
Tony
them
Khan's the
being
guy.
like. I don't see them being like that. I don't. I could be wrong. I don't know Bobby Lashley or Shelton Benjamin personally, but they don't seem like guys like that. MVP, he seems like he could be a prick. I'm not gonna lie, he seems like he could be a prick. But I don't see that with Shelton and Bobby, especially knowing that Shelton has put over a lot of people in his career.
Right. Also, fuck you, Speedball. That's fantastic. Me too, MVP.
Yeah, I don't know, but I definitely think FTR is going over.
Yeah, 100%. Obviously, it's leading to FTR versus Edge and Christian. Kind of a I don't think it'd be more obvious if I got hit in the face with a baseball bat.
Yeah.
But I know it's not going to happen, but I would love to see Bandito and Brody King win on a shock win and win the tag
Yeah.
titles. I think that would be huge for the division. Because putting the titles back on FTR just feels like you're just repeating the cycle over and over again.
That's the only bad part is just like you said, it's a cycle with FTR. But it just seems like the route they're going to give it the titles
100%.
to Edge and
Yeah.
Christian.
Yeah, and I don't think that match needs the titles involved. Edge and Christian versus FTR, but I mean, I know why you want to put the titles on them to say that Edge and Christian won your set of tag team titles.
Yeah.
Same reason they were going to do it with the Hardys a couple of years ago.
Exactly.
So I get it, but at the same time, probably not the route I would go because it feels like the tag team division's heated back up this year.
Yeah.
It feels fresh again, but now it's just, oh yeah, we're going back to FTR, and just can't escape that cycle just yet.
Yeah, I get that, but yeah, I definitely feel like they're just transitional champions. Like they'll be champions like what, a month at most, if that, not even a month.
Right.
Whenever
Yeah.
all out is.
Yeah, the 20th of September.
Yeah, and so it'll be less than a month.
And part of me just feels like Young Bucks versus Edge and Christian's going to happen down the line. Young Bucks are going to find their luck again. They're going to win the tag titles again, and then we're right back to square one. And this is coming from a huge Young Bucks fan. I love the Young Bucks, but we need some new teams, man. On top, we need some new teams winning them titles.
Yeah, I agree.
But that just feels like the route they're going because Young Bucks versus Edge and Christian, that's a big money match. Never happened before.
That would be insane.
Yeah. But I severely just don't want that to be for the titles. But I feel like that's the way they're going.
I am interested in obviously contract talks is always a thing. Because I've heard Edge's contract is over at the end of the year. I don't know how true that is. But even if it is, he's probably going to get extended due to injury.
Yeah. That plus, I mean, he hasn't even been there 2 years yet.
I don't see him leaving already. I know it's talks that people are talking about.
Really? With Edge?
Yeah, I see it all the time.
I haven't seen that.
Really? I haven't seen stuff. Yeah.
Well,
I don't
you know,
think he's gonna leave. I don't see why he would. No, I can
I'm
see
thinking
unless he wants to retire. I know he said he wants to do his main thing for going to AEW is doing the program with Christian, and now that's over. Maybe he gets that last tag where maybe it's happy for him to call it a career. I don't know.
he's got to wrestle at Wembley. Yeah, he's missed Wembley so far,
Mm-hmm.
so
True.
he's got to get to Wembley next year. So maybe that's where they do Edge and Christian versus the Young Bucks. That would be pretty sick.
Mm-hmm.
Not for the tag titles, obviously. I'm not saying they should hold the titles for a year, but that I feel like that would be a great way to go out.
Yeah, that'd be good.
But okay, yeah. So moving on from the tag title match, we got Kazuchika Okada versus Swerve Strickland for the AEW Unified Championship. Should be good. Their match, I don't know if they had a match. Was it last year? I think when Swerve was champion, they had a match. It was kind of disappointing, but that wasn't pay-per-view Okada, so probably a pay-per-view Okada this time. So
yeah, I'm just ready for this Okada title run to be over with.
it's just getting started, man. He just won it a month ago.
Come on.
He just won it.
Yeah, just Okada does not hit, again, his pay-per-view matches are great. It's amazing. Just for me, Okada just doesn't hit the same anymore, unfortunately.
Unfortunate, very.
But
Okada's
just
an absolute legend.
Oh, 100%. Like his pay-per-view matches are solid. I still want to see him, wrestle and whatnot. Just having a mid-card title, I think it's important to be very.
Is that a mid-card title though? Like, do we actually know what the Unified Championship is?
I mean, it's tough because at one point I was considering the international title a secondary world title, but the fucking continental title was far from that.
Yeah, I feel like we still don't really understand if they're separate or it just, I don't know, still doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
Are they separate? Are they not separate? I don't know. So that kind of is annoying. It's very annoying.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So
who do you want to win?
I want Okada to win because I have a reason. Konosuke Takeshita. It's got to be the guy.
Yeah, that's right.
Takeshita versus Okada match down the road. Maybe even this year, where Takeshita ends up beating him.
I'd be up for it. I want another Takeshita title run.
We may be getting double champion Takeshita too. Mm-hmm. We'll get to that a little bit later. So, who do you want to win?
I mean, I guess I know I just I'm ready for it to be over, but I do think Takeshita is best person to beat him. So I want Okada to win.
You've seen Swerve's been wrestling with a torn meniscus for like 6 years, right?
I've not seen that. What?
Yeah, it was Fightful reported that he's been dealing with a torn meniscus and wrestling on it since 2019. Yeah.
Damn, how do you fuck do you wrestle with that?
Because Swerve's a goddamn warrior.
Especially damn.
That's very impressive.
Yeah.
So also just makes me think Okada's gonna win. We haven't been doing predictions, so let's predict this match and then go back on the last two.
Okada,
yeah, Okada, and then I got
FTR, and then I'm gonna go on Team AEW Avengers, whatever you want to call them.
Team Avengers.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tanahashi's last match in the UK. It definitely feels like it's going to be Team Avengers, so I'm with you there. So we got the same so far. All right, next we got the AEW Women's World Championship. Toni Storm versus Athena, cashing in her contract. I mean, it's going to be a great match.
Oh, yeah, I'm trying to decide who I think to win. I think, the women's title is also something that needs something new. So I really want to see Athena win.
Yeah.
As much as I love the timeless Toni Storm gimmick, she's been champion, AEW Women's Champion for like a while. Like, Toni Storm in general has had that title for a long time. accumulatively. So I think it's time for something new. Time to branch out because AEW's women roster is pretty stacked,
Right.
especially with Mercedes probably holding that title for another 3 months.
Yeah, I'm with you. I've been thinking Athena from the start, just because it feels like the perfect time to transition the title off of Tony.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what it's going to look like for Tony specifically when she drops the title, but I'm interested to see what route they go with her. Because it feels like a character that, like, once she loses the title, what do you do with her?
That's
Like,
what kind of it seems like what happens with them when last time when Mariah May beat her. She went back to her punk rock stuff, but they quickly went back to a timeless Tony Storm. I don't know if that was the plan of that.
Oh yeah,
I
that
don't
was
know.
all play. Did you even pay attention?
Yeah, but
That was all play.
you can always flip it in wrestling. I don't know if that was the whole fucking. Because it seemed like the
No,
whole time,
that
the
was
whole
100%. Yeah.
punk rock didn't last long at all.
No, that was all part of the plan, man. To get Tony to get the rematch against Mariah. That was the whole point. I don't know. I wouldn't mind seeing Punk Rock Tony back, like actual full time, just because. Not that. Well, I mean, Timeless Tony is amazing. One of the best like women's gimmicks we've ever seen. But
Probably
like
the best.
Yeah, probably the best. You don't want to overdo it though, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to keep it past its due.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think it's getting close to that.
Yeah. So who knows? We could get double world champion Athena.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of feels like that was that, especially since both MJF and Athena were cashing in the contracts. It felt like one of them was going to win.
Yeah, definitely.
And I still think that's going to happen. So I'm still predicting Athena.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm going. Yeah, Athena. Yeah.
Alrighty. Next we got, where are we? TBS Championship match, Fatal 4-Way. Mercedes Moné versus Alex Windsor versus Persephone versus Bozilla. Obviously, I think Mercedes is going to win.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got to say, Mercedes can be champ for the next 3 months. She's definitely, at this point, you might as well have her beat Jade's record.
I mean, she's only 2 months away from it.
Exactly.
So you might as well. She can drop it at World's End. I don't know if you're planning on going to that, since it's in Chicago, but
oh yeah, it is in Chicago.
It is.
That'd be great to watch her lose the title.
I figured that was that would excite you, but yeah. So it kind of feels like she's clearly going to win. They're not going to put the TBS title on CMLL or Stardom.
Mm-hmm. She's one of the ninth champion, ninth title.
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah.
For the Rev Pro, I don't know which title exactly, but
neither do I. Saw this.
What?
Neither do I. I don't know which title. I just saw the notification right before we started.
Oh, did you see it from the group chat?
There's a group chat. I saw it somewhere.
Yeah, Eric posted it in the group chat.
Oh yeah, because
yeah. We love you, Eric. Yeah, 9 belts Monet. So has a nice ring to it.
Might as well get 10 at this point.
Fucking might as well. Give her the world title.
Nope. Not until she drops the TBS title.
Anyways, match should be fine. I'm looking forward to. I've seen Bozilla and Persephone wrestle a couple times. I'm looking forward to the people who haven't seen them wrestle getting to see them because they're both pretty good.
That'll be me.
That'll be you, yeah. So I hope they impress you.
Mm-hmm.
So. All right. Next we got the TNT title match. Kyle Fletcher defending against Hiromu Takahashi. Match that I'm personally looking forward to the most, besides the cage match.
Mm-hmm.
So Hiromu Takahashi obviously is a New Japan almost legend at this point. One of the best Super Juniors I think I've ever had. I won't say the best because they've had some damn good Super Juniors in the junior heavyweight division, but definitely one of. And going up against a guy like Fletcher, you know how I feel about Kyle Fletcher.
Yeah, Kyle Fletcher's
basically. I worship to him every night. But yeah, really looking forward to that match.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, same. I think that'll be. I think Kyle Fletcher's gonna win. be mind blowing if he lost that match. But yeah, I expect that match to be a potential match of the night.
Yeah, same. Speaking of like, well, I'll talk about it after we finish. There's 3 matches left. So we got Zack Sabre Jr. in a IWGP World Heavyweight Championship match versus Nigel McGuinness.
Mhm.
Another potential match of the night contender, depending
Yeah.
on if Nigel is seasoned up enough again.
Exactly. I think when it comes to Nigel, obviously Zack Sabre doesn't have no problem putting on an excellent performance, but Nigel's up there in age and he doesn't do this all the time. So, but Nigel's still really good. You know, his few matches he has done has been entertaining. So,
Yeah,
I think he has a lot of potential. I think there's absolute 0% chance Nigel wins.
0, absolutely. Yeah, but I mean, 2 technicians going at it doesn't get much better than that. So
Anytime I get to watch Zack Sabre live, it's like live on TV, and I'm a happy camper.
Right. Yeah. Same. Just so much fun to watch. Zack Sabre Jr. is the pick for me. Okay, we got Adam Copeland and Christian Cage versus the Matriarchy. Kill Switch. They're returning Kill Switch and and Kip Sabian. So no Nick Wayne, unfortunately. I was looking forward to seeing Nick Wayne on pay-per-view, but we got Kill Switch back. We got Luchasaurus.
I'm excited for that. I didn't know his health issues were that serious. I just learned that this week when he came back. So I'm glad he's healthy and be able to do this again. You know, I think Luchasaurus, Kill Switch, whatever you want to call it, I think he's a pretty good wrestler. I think he's decently underrated. But yeah, so I'm happy to see him back. I'm interested if they bring back holy cow,
Jack Perry.
Jack Perry and reunite. Holy, I know this Jurassic Express. Yeah, I knew Jack. I knew Jack Perry's name. I was trying to guess Jurassic Express from the start. I kept on wanting to say Jungle Express. I knew that wasn't correct.
Jungle Express.
Yeah, and I'm interested if they bring that back because I think it works best for them because I think Jack Perry outside of that Jungle Boy is boring. I am not a Jack Perry fan whatsoever. I'm not just saying that as a CM Punk fan, but I'm just not I'm just not a Jungle Boy fan. But I don't see how he can go back to that. It wouldn't make sense to me how he would go back. It would to me it would be weird.
He's been gone for so long that I feel like naturally he'll just get, if we were to help Luchasaurus in some way, it would work and he'd get a huge pop.
Yeah, I think
everybody loved Jurassic Express.
Yeah, I don't think the problem is turning him face, just kind of that character with it. You know, he was kind of a goofy, fun, character, like what Jurassic Express was, and it'd be weird to see him go back to that. But it's wrestling.
It's wrestling, right?
Yeah.
Bring back Marco Stunt. So yeah, obviously I think Edge and Christian are going to win.
Oh, 100%.
No way they're losing their first tag match back together after how many years? 20 years.
Yeah, that'd be insane. That'd be hilarious if they lost.
To fucking Kip Sabian, no less. If Nick Wayne was healthy in wrestling, like I could see maybe like a small chance, but
yeah, if it was Nick Wayne and Kill Switch, I think I could see it happening. Like, cause it's not like the full back together, like best friends. Christian still being an asshole, he's still being Christian. So I see they could have worked something into them arguing, which would eventually cost them the match. But I just don't see them doing that with Kip Sabian.
Yeah, not a chance. So I'm interested to see if they do bring. You made a good point about Jungle Boy and the jacket that he had in the promo, because you were the first one that I saw say that, and then Twitter all of a sudden just blew up about it.
Oh yeah, I noticed it right away. It was I don't know why I was so full. I saw the black jacket. I'm like, hey, and I saw I rewatched it. I was trying to really focus on the Jack. I'm like, maybe it is Jack Perry. Maybe
Yeah,
they come back
Twitter's going crazy.
as a team, but not like as Jungle Express.
Jurassic.
Jesus Christ. I'm really sold on that. Jurassic Express.
We need a new tag team, Jungle Express.
Yeah, that's gonna be a new team coming back as heels. But yeah, maybe that's what they do. Maybe that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna come back as heels and just maybe a whole different concept.
I would kind of dig that. Jungle Boy, Jack Perry is like the skittish, like the scared, like chicken shit, and Luchasaurus is just the big meaty guy that just beats the fuck out of people. I would dig that, especially if it leads to versus Christian and Edge.
Yeah,
because I mean Luchasaurus did just take both of them out, so it feels like the perfect. Like maybe Jack Perry's the higher being behind the matriarchy. Jack Perry's gonna start banging Nick Wayne's mom.
Oh man.
I can see it now. But yeah, the pick is Edge and Christian for the match.
Yeah, same.
So
I think we're gonna have the same pick.
Yeah, I don't think we differed at all yet.
I don't think the main event we are. I don't.
Probably not. So that's what I was going to bring up. That's the last match announced for the show. Heyman Adam Page defending his men's world championship against Maxwell Jacob Friedman because he's better than him, but he's not good enough to win.
Yeah, I definitely think Hangman's gonna win this. It just doesn't make sense to take the title off him so soon, and with them having the fact that MJF gets to keep his contract no matter what, to me, this shows that that's a setup for something.
Right. So Hangman's the pick for me too. Not a chance that he loses the title this early. I just don't see what good that would do at all. Like I want MJF as champion.
Same,
but just not right now. Heyman's got to. He just went through this whole redemption arc and everything. He's got to be the guy for a while.
Yeah.
So far, it's been great.
Oh yeah, I'm loving this playing great. I think it's almost already better than the first one.
Honestly, his first reign, I thought it was good.
From a TV aspect, like he had great matches with that one, but the presentation of him, I'll say that the presentation of him is better now.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. I would agree with that. Because I mean, he had the matches with Cole, Danielson,
those are great matches,
and all that. So the matches were great, but you're right. The presentation, he was kind of like weak in his first reign, but he's been fantastic so far in the past month. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the match a lot. Continuation of their feud from earlier this year, which I was really upset that just kind of like got cut off after Revolution, but I'm glad they revisited it. So
yeah, I'm loving this feud. Like I said before, these are my two new favorites when AEW started. People I didn't know too much about, and they Hangman and MJF were the two first people that these new guys, new faces, interest the hell out of me. I've been fans of them ever since. MJF is slowly working up his way to my top 5 of all time, and Hangman's in my top 10.
Yeah, Hangman essentially is the guy that helped get me in AEW because when I started watching, it was his ascension to the top the first time. And first show I've ever went to was Full Gear, which you were at also, and got the same exact picture of Kenny Omega at the same time, which is crazy. But so Hangman was like a crucial part of like me getting into AEW around in 2021. It was basically like him, Kenny, and the Bucks. So like the Elite.
Yeah,
was essentially why I love AEW. So he's been my favorite for a while now, and I don't see that changing. So MJF's obviously phenomenal.
Yeah, MJF is awesome. He's amazing. That promo, that segment on AEW was insane.
Dude, I thought it was fantastic.
Yeah, I loved it, dude.
It was badass.
That's MJF I love.
Right, yeah, same. Online seems to disagree.
Online,
I'm I like Twitter less and less every single day.
It's so bad, dude. That's why I'm glad you take care of most of the Twitter stuff. Twitter just pisses me off, dude. It's so bad.
AEW fans piss me off because they just can't. I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's
the
just
whole one exchange you have with that one guy.
I forget which one. There's been multiple.
The one that's comparing them to WWE.
It's like, oh, they're doing backstage segments. How dare they? Because
Exactly.
it's the same thing WWE does. No, it's fucking wrestling.
Like, backstage,
wrestling has backstage segments.
Everywhere, everywhere for as long as I've never seen a company not have backstage segments.
Right, it's insane. Like, what are we even doing here? Mm-hmm. Like the cash-in concept, whatever.
And there's nothing. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. Taking like something like the Money in the Bank concept, and doing your own version of it.
No, yeah.
It doesn't. I don't think there's anything wrong with stealing ideas from other companies and just doing it your own. If anything, it's a compliment. Like, hey, I like that idea. I'm gonna do it too. I don't see a problem with that. I don't.
And do WWE have cash-ins? Probably happened prior to 2005. We don't know. Who cares? It's a good concept. I would like to see AEW do it as just like a potential for a future match, not just something that can be cashed in like on a current whatever, like on a whim.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would be more effectively used if it was like, I'm cashing this in as of like Full Gear this year or whatever. But whatever, it still doesn't bother. Yeah. It's not copying WWE. It doesn't mean AEW is exactly like WWE, like people seem to think.
Yeah, no, they still have the complete differences.
And they're both great for their own reasons.
Exactly.
So
yeah, simple as that.
The sooner people accept that, which will never happen, unfortunately. No. The happier the IWC will be, but it won't happen. So, yeah, I got Hangman.
Same.
Or Mark Briscoe. I bet he's still smelling gasoline.
Probably.
So, all right. So we got all the same predictions.
Yeah.
All 9 matches are Forbidden Door. Kind of a predictable pay-per-view. I feel like the AEW men's and women's world title matches are the least predictable out of the bunch, which is pretty cool. That world title matches are pretty 50-50. But that's all we got for Forbidden Door. I'm looking forward to it. Won't be able to watch it live, unfortunately.
Neither will I, but I'll watch it Sunday night.
Same, yeah. Mike's coming over Sunday night. We're gonna watch it, so around 5 or 6. So staying off the internet until then.
Same. All Sunday. Neither will I have stuff to do. I won't be on my phone anyways, but I'll make sure I put all my apps to the side so I don't, naturally open them by habit.
Right. Cool. Well, that is the Forbidden Door preview. Moving on, let's play a little Guess the Wrestler, shall we?
Yes. Do you want to guess first, or am I guessing first?
Sure. I will guess first.
Okay. All right. Guess the wrestler by accomplishments. 1-time Money in the Bank winner.
There's a lot of those. So I'm just gonna throw one out there and say Edge.
No.
Does he count as a 1-time Money in the Bank winner? Because technically, didn't he win the briefcase from Kennedy?
I would, in that situation, I would do 2. If they won it from someone, that counts as
Mr. Kennedy. That's my guess.
But no, it's not Edge. 12-time tag team champion.
Wow, 12-time tag team champion. And a 1-time Money in the Bank winner? That's a lot of tag titles. I'm going to pass this round.
Okay. 2-time Intercontinental champion.
Oh. 2-time Intercontinental champion. Is it The Miz?
No.
Yeah, I don't think he won the tag titles that much.
One-time World Heavyweight Champion.
One-time World Heavyweight Champion. So one-time Money in the Bank, 12-time Tag Team Champion. Is that just a specific like world tag titles or WWE tag titles or just total?
WWE, all WWE tag titles and WCW.
Two-time IC champ and one-time World Heavyweight Champion. You're gonna hate me for this, but I'm gonna pass to the last fact.
Yeah, two more. Tag team.
Wasn't that
Oh no,
four?
yeah, one more. Yeah, one more.
I was gonna say that was 4.
What was the last one I gave you? Was that
One-time World WWE? Was it World Heavyweight Champion?
Yeah, that was the last one I gave you. Okay, all right. Last one. One-time WWE champion. So just to give you a refresher, one-time WWE champion, one-time World Heavyweight champion, 12-time Tag Team champion, 2-time Intercontinental champion, and one-time Money in the Bank winner.
I swear to God, is it Kane?
It's Kane.
Dude, no fucking way. I wouldn't even guess Kane for you. No way.
Yep.
I gotta come up with a new wrestler for you. Okay. Well, you know what? I'm 3-0 on this new format.
So you're going in this new format.
I'm happy.
And I'm 0-2. Oh no, wait.
No, you're 1-1.
1-1.
Yeah. I think you got last week.
Yeah. But yeah, Kane's a 12-time tag team champion. That's just insane.
I knew he won a lot. I didn't think it was that much. That's a lot of tag titles.
Yeah, I forget he had the WCW one.
Yeah, that's yeah. All right, I got one for you. All right. Are you ready? So, guess this wrestler based on these 5 accomplishments. One-time Mid-American Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm about to say, Jesus Christ.
Definitely just kidding. All right. One-time WWE Intercontinental Champion. There's a lot of those.
Braun Breaker.
No.
Oh, he's a 2-time. Jesus.
He is a 2-time.
All right.
All right. One-time World Tag Team Champion in the WWE.
Big Show.
No, this is not the Big Show. Isn't he more than one time?
Yeah, he had more than one tag title, yeah. Well, a lot more.
2-time WWE champion.
Okay.
So you got one-time Intercontinental, one-time World Tag Team Champion, and 2-time WWE champion. Specifically WWE champion.
Mm-hmm. Two-time WWE champion. I'm like
2-time.
I'm gonna pass. I got nobody.
All right, we got one-time ECW World Heavyweight Champion.
Okay. ECW champion is a 2-time WWE champion, one-time
World ECW World Heavyweight, one-time World Tag Team Champion, and one-time Intercontinental. I think the next one will be a dead giveaway.
Okay. I'm just gonna throw it out there and say, is it Vince? No.
It's not Vince McMahon. Not expecting to hear that name. So this one will probably give it away. 2-time Money in the Bank winner.
Oh. CM Punk then.
CM Punk.
There
It
we
is
go.
CM
Oh man,
Punk.
okay. That's a good one. That was a good okay. Vince McMahon. Those are bad.
Vince McMahon.
All those was bad guesses. He never had the Intercontinental title, Vince McMahon. Oh, every guess I did before the last one was absolutely terrible. I'm gonna get roasted in the comments so bad.
Vince McMahon. I can't believe both out of all the wrestlers in WWE and AEW, we both picked Kane. That's ridiculous. That's not the first time that's happened either.
No, that's the second time. I think second or third time. Wait, let me add those names to the list.
All right. Oh man. So moving on, we got. Do you want to do inside the ropes next, or do you want to get in a blind ranking first and then talk about current wrestling landscape or what?
I mean, first off, I just want to do a quick call out to it. Today, we 1 year ago we launched a podcast. By the time this episode airs, it'll probably 1 year from our first show release, which was August 30th of 2024. And I just, simply want to say thank you to everyone. It's been a really good year. When we started this, I said I wanted to go to have at least 1,000 total subscribers by the first year, and now we are at across all platforms. We are at 1,719. So way past but way past our goal. That's thanks to all of y'all. Thanks to all the support from other podcasts, people out there. A big one being Wells Mania. He has helped us out, a lot, and a lot of other people we've interacted with in the past year, and it's been a fun ride, and we're just getting started.
Hell yeah, man! It's been a fun ride so far. So definitely met some real cool people along the way. Wells Mania being one of the cooler ones that we've been able to meet. So shout out to Wells Mania. We appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir. And we'll probably have him on the podcast soon. We're gonna figure something out to get him on there and try to get more guests within the next year and continue pumping out content. And I'm set the goal now. We hit at 1,700. By next year I'm going for a goal of 3,000 total.
I like it. Set the goal high. So yep. August 22nd, 2026, book it.
Yep, we'll be at 3,000 hopefully. So
don't say hopefully. We will.
We will be at 3,000.
We will be. So, alrighty. Let's move into inside the ropes. So, bring whatever you got. What do you want to talk about? Anything wrestling related? There's a lot to talk about.
Yeah. So. The very first thing I want to talk about. So it has been officially announced WWE is going to have WrestlePalooza at the same time as AEW All Out. Now, keep in mind when I say this, I prefer WWE over AEW. I love both of them, but I do prefer WWE. But this is absolutely terrible. It's very toxic, and I don't necessarily blame Triple H. I think this is a very TKO thing because this shit wasn't happening beforehand. Even Vince wasn't doing this, and I don't get it. To me, I get they don't want AEW to be on top, but they're not going to be. WWE's so far ahead of the race, so there's no need to do this. There's no need to try to hurt AEW. There's no way they're looking. That's why I think it's TKO, because I don't think they're looking at the wrestling picture of it and just the business. Because probably a lot of WWE tribalistic marks won't want to admit it, but AEW has helped WWE so much in the past 6 years. So doing something to eliminate AEW, it's just bad. And plus, that's a lot of, AEW has given so many jobs to wrestlers, a new alternative for pro wrestling. So this counter programming shit, I didn't care if it's on the same day, different times. I love that. I think that's good business. But at the same time, when you're trying to take views from AEW, it's bad business. It's unnecessary. And it's toxic and stupid. I don't get it. I'm very highly against it.
Yeah, And coming from more of a WWE guy, probably the most. You and Devin are the most unbiased people I know. Um, that means something. I mean,
Mhm.
if you're that adamant against it, like I get it. Like obviously, I'm like way more of an AEW guy, but I I don't know. I don't dig it either. I think not only does it try to hurt AEW, but it also like in a sense it divides like your fan base even because those WWE fans that want to watch AEW too, like you're basically forcing them to make a decision, and not all of them are going to choose you.
Mhm.
So I'm not a fan of it.
I
Like you
think it
said, if you want to have a show on the same day, different times, fine, by all means, go for it. It's not a problem. But specifically scheduling shows for the exact same day and exact same time, after All Out's been announced for months now, like
Mhm.
WrestlePalooza just gets announced less than a month before it's going to happen. It's weird. I
Yeah,
don't like.
and I think, for us that like WWE and AEW, I really think we need to fight the system here and choose to watch AEW. Usually I would watch a WWE program. If it was like a weekly show, I'd probably choose WWE, but with a pay-per-view, normally AEW has better pay-per-views anyways. I think WWE's finally stepping up the PLE game, but AEW does normally have the better pay-per-views. But even if that wasn't the case, you gotta fight the system and show them like, yeah, this is not a good move.
Yeah,
It's not a
yeah.
good move.
I'm kind of programming it like it'd be like if an artist tried to take over the art show of like that another artist is putting on, like tried to bombard them with their art and try and it's not that's not something that needs to happen in like an art form.
Mhm.
There's room for everybody in art. Art is subjective for a reason. People like different things. That's just the way it is. Never going to change. There's just no need for it at
Mhm.
all. Um, yeah,
Now I will say this to anyone that doesn't think WWE watches AEW or pays attention to AEW, doesn't think that they're a threat, this proves that all wrong.
oh yeah,
They're doing this for a reason. They never did this against TNA. You do this to hurt your competition. If you're trying to hurt your competition, that means you think they're a threat.
yeah.
I don't know why
Um,
they think that. I really don't know why they would think that.
I'm coming from an AEW mark, if you want to call me that,
Mhm.
because I mean, I'll admit it. Yeah, whatever. Um, the AEW's got no shot at surpassing WWE in any way.
Yeah.
I mean, in quality, sure, but like in terms of actual business, there's not a damn chance that that's
Yeah.
ever going to happen. Yeah, Tony Khan has an unlimited stream of money, but WWE's got a chokehold on in the industry for how many years? There wasn't
Mhm.
another major player in the U.S. for 19 years before
Yeah.
AEW came along. So like WWE's not gonna fall. They're not gonna. They're always gonna be the number one, the
Mhm.
biggest, and that's not gonna change.
Yep.
So and people need to realize that. WWE fans, I'm pretty sure know that, but they still choose to be obnoxious about it. And
Yeah.
we know AEW fans know that they'll never pass WWE in terms of business, and I'm fine with it. I don't care. I don't think they need to because it's art at the end of the day. I don't care
Mhm.
about business. As long
Yeah.
as it stays in business, that's what I care. As long as I can
Exactly.
keep watching them. So,
Exactly. And if you one of those people that want AEW to go out of business, yeah, you're like an actual piece of shit human being. That's even beyond a wrestling point of
but
view. Like at the end of the day, these people, AEW gives hundreds, if not thousands, people a job, depending on how many people
remote
on.
jobs too.
Yeah, depending on how many people on that team. I mean, that's not just wrestlers. That's ring crew, production. You know, transport, all that, it gives a lot of people jobs, beyond, like I said, beyond wrestling, AEW is good, and just from a wrestling point of view, it has done so much. It's done so good. WWE's content has stepped up so much, even with Vince in charge for those last few years. He stepped up his content in those last 3 years of his run, and you can't deny that wasn't because of AEW.
Right. Not only, like you said it, I mean, how many lives have changed dramatically because there's another major player in town, like that's paying up good money for wrestlers and employees and all the likes. Like just the amount of lives changed for that reason alone. Now that there's two businesses willing to shell out like big time money for
Exactly.
wrestlers and employees, like it's great for the business. It's good for the health of the business.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to see any of that go away, and you want to see people lose jobs or force them back onto making dollars on the cent or cents on the dollar on the indies, and a bunch of people just losing jobs, you're a piece of shit.
It
And the
is.
same goes for the people who want WWE to go out of business. No,
Yeah.
that's not good for the wrestling business at
No.
all. But
And you're pretty delusional if you think that one. I mean, I think if you think AEW is going out of business, you're also delusional because the Cons got more money than fucking any. They got more money. They do 100%. It's not even close.
They're willing to spend it too.
Yeah, and that's another good thing. You brought up pay. With this, another company that pays good. That means WWE's have to pay these people better to get these wrestlers. So, and I think wrestlers are extremely underpaid for the longest time because all these other athletes make hundreds of millions of dollars, and I get the market is different there, but ain't none of those athletes are risking their life. 52 weeks a year.
That's a good topic to talk about though, because how wrestling brings in a lot of revenue. Obviously, how many thousands of people pay every week to go to their shows? How many thousands of dollars do they make every week just on merchandise alone? Like the money's worth it, or the wrestler salaries are worth it in the end if you're making a whole bunch of money. So
that should be a discussion we have because we would have to do research on revenue on both companies.
Right.
But I just wanted to. That's the first thing I wanted to touch on because that should. And I talked about, I ranted in the group chat about it. It's the worst thing.
Yeah, man, I get you. I'm piggybacking off of that. It's kind of hand in hand with that. I wanted to talk about WWE's deal with ESPN because that is the first, I believe, that's going to be the first show in their deal with ESPN, correct?
Yep.
So, how do you feel about the ESPN deal? I know you're the WWE guy here, so
it depends. I'm still trying to. It's so confusing. Some people are saying it comes with your TV network. Some people are saying it doesn't. It seems very similar. It might be a similar problem to the Chicago Sports Network for people from Chicago, where it just took these cable companies a while to pick it up. I don't know how it's gonna work. If you do have to pay the $30 a month, I think the overall package is a great deal. If you like sports in general, if you like multiple, like for me, paying $30 for all that, it's not gonna be that big of a deal because it's a lot of stuff I like, and with a bundle with Disney Plus, it's fine. It literally won't change anything for me. But if you're an average person who just want to watch wrestling, it's rough. It's tough. But to the point, my dad humbled me with this one. Pay-per-views were like $40 to $50, 20 years ago. So I mean, this isn't a new concept. Sure, would I rather pay $9.99? Of course, that's no doubt about that. But like, this isn't a new concept. So if you have to pay the $30 a month, I'm okay with it. But I slightly touched on this. WWE's got to step up on that PLE game. Like that to me is no question, and I think they have. They're going past the 5 match cards, which is something my number one Triple H complaint.
Doesn't Clash in Paris have like 4 matches announced and it's in a week?
I think it has more. I could be wrong.
Maybe I only saw the 4 because that's the amount of pictures you can post on Twitter.
Yeah, I'd probably it. But yeah, I have no problem with the deal. I mean, that's coming from an overall sports fan. But yeah, if you're just a single wrestling people, no, obviously I prefer the $10. To help make people. Is there only 4?
So far, according
Really?
to Wikipedia, there's only 4 matches announced.
Well, I take back that statement.
But they are going to have the women's, some sort of women's title match added. That's just not official yet. So
that'll still only be 5. But I think that will change with the ESPN. I really do. I think they have no choice to step it up because people are paying more. ESPN paid them a shit ton of money. I can't imagine how much more they paid them because this wasn't supposed to happen till Mania. Somehow within like 2 weeks, we went from happening till Mania to happening it next month. I don't know how that worked out. I don't know. I don't know how. I want to know how WWE convinced Peacock to shorten their length. I mean, I know they're giving them Saturday night's main event, but some crazy shit went on back then. I mean, I
Yeah,
don't like. That's not my business. I
yeah,
don't give a fuck.
yeah. I
But
wish
yeah.
they were staying on Peacock because I don't mind paying whatever $5.99, $9.99 a month
Mhm.
for a monthly pay per view, but I'm not doing the ESPN thing. I just don't
Mhm.
enjoy it that much to
Do you
pay
have
30
ca-
30 plus dollars a month for it. So
Do you have cable or anything like that?
I have
YouTube
YouTube
TV?
TV, but it's not compatible yet,
Yeah.
according to reports. So
And I've seen different reports were saying. I mean, I think you got a month to work stuff out with these stuff and whatnot. But I know YouTube TV was one of those potentials where they're working something out. I've seen so much stuff that it's confusing myself. Like I pay attention to a lot of technology stuff. I understand it pretty well, and the way they've been announcing this deal has been terrible. The announcement for it has
yeah,
been awful.
yeah. So we'll just have to see what happens. But
Mhm.
yeah. So
But
anything
I do
else you
think
want?
besides the money part of it, WWE being on ESPN is huge. That's the biggest sports network out there, and so I think it's huge. It just helps my argument more on how pro wrestling is a sport with all those unintellectual
I
people.
mean, if only a certain company considers themselves a sport.
Huh?
They're not pro wrestling. They're sports entertainment.
Oh, come on.
They themselves don't even consider themselves pro wrestling. Then I mean, who am I to say? Obviously, yes, it's pro
Yeah,
wrestling, but
yeah.
I just like making fun.
No,
So,
you're good. I knew what you're doing.
uh, anything else you want to say about that?
Nah, that's about it.
Yeah. In terms of AEW talk, I think we pretty much,
We did miss one small thing. It's Will Ospreay is dealing with a neck injury, which is
yeah,
very unfortunate.
yeah,
And I'm big on putting health before my entertainment. If he really has this bad of a neck, I don't think he should be in this match.
yeah. I mean, is same stuff kind of happened with like Cody Rhodes and how many wrestlers were hurt?
Yeah, but neck is a serious thing, you know.
Yeah,
I just don't want to see something. I'm gonna trust you be safe about it, and hopefully, I don't want it to be a worse situation.
right. I got you. Yeah.
Obviously, I
Part of me
want to.
thinks that maybe
Go ahead.
go ahead.
Sorry.
Part of me thinks that maybe it's not as bad as they're making it sound, just because he is doing this match.
Hmm.
And PW Insider is the one reporting that it's bad, and he's set to get surgery and stuff. But they did the
Oh,
same thing for Seth.
I thought that was Fightful that reported that.
I saw PW
Oh,
Insider, so
probably it could have been. It could have been, but yeah, I don't believe anyone that's not Fightful.
yeah. I guess we'll have to check to see if Fightful reported it. But I mean, PW Insider is the same one that reported about Seth Rollins' knee, and look how that turned out.
Yeah, and
So,
there's
uh,
nothing I love more than dirt sheets getting worked. I love that shit, dude. I love when dirt sheets are wrong.
fuck the dirt sheets, except
I
for
hate them so.
because we met
Uh,
Sean. He's cool
I like Sean Ross Sapp. I still don't like dirt sheets. I'll say that. But he's the best one out of them all.
because he actually
He backs
does.
his shit up.
Right. Yeah. I couldn't think
I
of the word.
I couldn't name one thing he was wrong about, and he doesn't just fucking clickbait. You know, his
Right.
titles are straight to the point.
And he's unbiased,
Yeah,
which is important for a wrestling news reporter.
yeah. I just
So
want to know if he kept the koozie. Yeah.
yeah, I hope we see him at SCX next year. I'm sure we will. So he
Yeah.
was there the past 2 years, but yeah, I get you though. If Osprey's neck really is that bad and he needs surgery, then maybe not the smartest move to do the match. But like it's his decision. Leave
It
it up
is.
to
It
him.
is.
I just hope that he's careful,
Smart. Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
smart. Yeah, be smart about it. I'm worried about Tanahashi. Dude, that dude's knees is like a 90-year-old's knees.
Yeah.
It's insane. I don't know how he did on Dynamite. Do you see him waddling down to the ring? He looked like a
Yeah.
damn penguin.
Yeah.
Like, that poor guy, dude. I watched Kenny Omega versus Tanahashi's Wrestle Kingdom match this past week, and it just reminded me, like, oh, man, how the mighty have fallen. Like,
Yeah.
he was so good. He was so good. But yeah, so please be safe, Tanahashi. It's funny enough, like Darby is one of the least ones I'm concerned about because Darby always does crazy shit. So like,
and doesn't get
whatever, he'll
injured.
be fine.
Yeah, I think he's made out of rubber or something.
Uh, anything else about AEW? I know we covered most of it with Forbidden.
Yeah, I will say we covered most of it.
So I'm looking forward to Collision tomorrow because Tomohiro Ishii versus Konosuke Takeshita. We got a Wrestle Dynasty rematch, and that's going to be hype.
That
So
should be
I
a good
love
match.
Ishii, big Ishii.
Yeah.
So just fun. No neck, like just. So yeah, so I got nothing else on AEW. I do want to talk about the G1 Climax. So I know you saw the results.
Yeah.
Konosuke Takeshita won his first ever G1 tournament. Wow, it was the second he participated in, but he won it for the first time. So not a lot of happy people out there about it.
I've seen that. People are pissed. I don't understand it because I don't watch New Japan. Like, what's wrong with Takeshita?
So, I mean, I watch New Japan quite a bit, and I follow it. I don't want to say religiously. I don't think I follow any wrestling company religiously, but I followed enough and watched all the shows, all the tournament shows, blah blah blah. I fail to see the problem, but apparently it's because he's an outsider. In quotes. I mean, I don't like that argument against him though, because evil sucks. The House of Torture. The House of Torture is not entertaining, and this is just from my perspective. I'm not saying this is like an objective thing. This is just subjective. Like, I do not like House of Torture at all. I think their shenanigans are bullshit, and it makes Bloodline shenanigans look top tier. You're not gonna have Evil win the G1 Climax. Like, come on. New Japan fans apparently, like in Japan, apparently they were clamoring for Evil to win the tournament, and I don't see it. I don't see why. They love him over there, and that's cool. Like, everyone can love what they love, but Takeshita is just he's on like Kenny Omega level. Like, he's on almost Ospreay. I'd say Takeshita's on Ospreay level.
I don't know if I would say that. I love Takeshita, but I don't think he's on Ospreay level yet.
You know, that's fair.
I'll give you Omega.
You gotta admit he's.
Yeah. It's a conversation, but tough conversation.
At least in the conversation, it's good enough. But like, if you're complaining about a guy like that winning your big tournament because he doesn't show up to the Road 2 shows or whatever, he's wrestled before the G1 Climax. So in like 5.5 months, he wrestled 10 matches in New Japan specifically. And then he went through the entire G1 Climax wrestling in New Japan. That's, I don't know, 30 matches this year that he's wrestled in New Japan. Pretty sure that's more that he's wrestled in AEW.
Even at in Windy City Riot.
Right.
You know, he won there. You know,
he's Tanahashi, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. He's Tanahashi.
I enjoyed the match a lot. I got the. I don't know if this is. I should have put this up yet. I'm dropping everything. I got the Tanahashi and Takeshita signed poster.
Yes.
That they had. But yeah, he's wrestled at all the major New Japan shows this year. He wrestled at Wrestle Kingdom, Wrestle Dynasty, Dominion, Windy City Riot, all the big shows. I don't get why people are saying he hasn't paid his dues. It's like, he showed up.
People are saying that?
Yeah, people are saying that. He showed up.
Oh man.
Sure, he hasn't been doing the Road 2 shows, but when you're triple contracted, there's no way you're going to be able to show up 50 out of 52 weeks of the year. It's just not plausible. But the man has paid his dues. He's literally, I'm pretty sure he said it was like a lifelong goal of his to win a G1 Climax ever since he was like a little kid. So like, he's obviously committed to New Japan. Not full time, obviously, because he's triple contracted. Yeah. But he's committed. He's more than committed. He's more than put work in. Yeah. I just don't understand.
And you can tell he got a little emotional when he won it too. You can tell the emotion coming out.
He cried in the ring. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, that meant the world to him. Obviously, probably his biggest accomplishment in wrestling.
I would say so far.
So, I mean, yeah, the G1 is like it's a history tournament that's been going on. This is what the 36th year, 35th year. So, but yeah, so I love the decision to have Takeshita win it. I'm looking forward to another match between him and Zack Sabre Jr. because they had 2 matches in the tournament and both of them were great. So I'm really looking forward to that. Whenever it happens, it's going to happen before Wrestle Kingdom. Takeshi's already announced that he wants to walk into Wrestle Kingdom as IWGP World Heavyweight Champion. So we'll just have to wait and see when that's going to happen. But yeah. Let's see. Stardom's 5-star Grand Prix is wrapping up. I think the finals are tonight. We're like going into overnight. I'll be honest, I haven't really kept up with the 5-star Grand Prix. It's just been hard. I barely kept up with the G1, so I'm not even going to talk about it, but I might try to watch the finals. It's the semifinals and the finals all tonight. So, but I'm not going to speak on that. Anything else you want to talk about?
Just a small thing with AAA. Because I don't know if you saw the Vikingos getting fucking booed out the arena.
Yeah.
For Triple Mania, and obviously for some odd reason, there's this huge vendetta, big thing out there bringing back Alberto Del Rio. I don't why. Apparently, even Ray has said something about it. I was trying to get him like, why are we doing that? Do people not know? Like, even beyond a wrestling point, I don't think he's a good. I think he's a half-assed good wrestler, but I haven't watched a Del Rio match in forever, so I don't even know how he is now. But like, no, he's a piece of shit. No, why are people fucking trying to defend a fucking woman beater and piece of shit, dude? No.
Yeah, I don't get it. It's he's a scumbag. He's a straight up scumbag, piece of shit, not a good person. I don't know why AAA fans cheer for him. Frankly, I don't even think he's a good wrestler. He's just all around just bad.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I see people in a wrestling group doing it too, and I'm like, oh man, please.
I don't understand that one at all, dude. That is he ain't it, dude.
It's like official. Like he beats women. He's got restraining orders and all of that. Like it's not just some made up rumor or anything.
Yeah, no, it's a fucking plural. It ain't one.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Right. Like, please just keep this guy away from wrestling.
Yeah.
No. To hear Rey Mysterio say that too, that hurt me.
Very upsetting. Very upsetting. And very shocking from Rey Mysterio.
I don't think it was his decision either, unfortunately. I don't think he was the one to just go out there and randomly like say it on his own. I don't think he would do that.
I don't know who would feed it. Definitely not Triple H, because if WWE wanted him, they would have fucking basically booted him out.
I mean, who else would it come from?
That's
Ray's not. There's no way Ray's going to go out there and say that on his own, knowing the situation and everything.
But to me, it wouldn't make sense for Triple H to feed him that, because if Triple H wanted him, he would have just set him up to fail. See, Del Rio was set up to get you're not going to work here.
I don't know, man. It just seems that way to me, but it's possible. I don't know another reason why Ray would say that.
Neither do I.
But who knows? I'm just hoping and praying that he stays away.
Yep.
So just gotta hope for the best and pray to the gods. Just pray to the wrestling gods. So, so they just had their Triple Mania. Was that this past weekend?
Mm-hmm.
Did you watch any of that?
I've not gotten to it yet.
Yeah, I haven't. I've heard mixed reviews about it. It's not something I'm going to watch personally. It's just it doesn't interest me really. But I heard mixed reviews, so I mean, I'm glad that they're getting more exposure, I guess. But nothing much else to say about it.
Yeah, I don't got no comments for it.
Yeah.
Right.
Anything else you brought?
I don't
That you
think
want
so.
to talk
No.
about? I think we kind of hit on the big ones from the past couple of weeks. So yeah, we can move on.
Yeah.
Play blind rankings.
Yep.
So this will be a good one, hopefully.
Want me to rank first since you did the guessing first?
Yeah, sure. So let me pull it up. I need to come up with one more for my. Alrighty. All right. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Blind rank these 5 wrestling personalities.
So
So
basically,
not specifically wrestlers, just backstage interviewers, commentators, ring announcers, etc. So this should be a good one. Number 1, we're gonna go Renee Paquette.
4. No, she ain't nothing too special.
Sexist, but all right. Number 2, Michael Cole.
I'm gonna put him at 2 because he's saving someone else for 1.
Okay. Number 3, Bobby the Brain Heenan.
Ooh, that's a good one. 3.
Okay. Number 4, Paul Heyman.
Fuck, that's 1 and 5. Shit. I can't put Paul at 5, so I'm putting him at 1.
Probably a smart decision, because your number 5 is Tony Schiavone.
Oh, dude, that's a perfect list right there.
Tony Schiavone, as Tony Schiavone call him.
Okay, yeah, that's a perfect list. I'm happy with that. I didn't know if I thought you were saving JR. That's why I didn't put Cole at 1. But
yeah, I tried to throw in a little curveball. So
I still put Heyman above Michael Cole. Yeah, I'm happy with that list.
Yeah. So yeah, we got well, you have Heenan below Michael Cole. So we got number 1, Paul Heyman. Number 2, Michael Cole.
Yeah.
Number 3, Bobby the Brain Heenan. Number 4, Renee Paquette. And number 5, Tony Schiavone.
Yep, that's a perfect list for me. I'm not a Schiavone fan at all.
No, not at all.
No, I don't like Tony Schiavone. I think he's a terrible announcer.
I'm less of a fan of him commentating, but I think he's a good interviewer, in-ring interviewer. I think that's the perfect role for him.
Okay,
they took him off the commentary booth and replaced him with Ian Riccaboni, who I think is outstanding. Mm-hmm. I think Schiavone would be perfect for that role.
Yeah,
as a ring interviewer. But yeah.
All right. You ready?
What you got for me? What do you got?
Blind rank these wrestlers as heels.
Just as heels. Okay.
Just as heels, not in ring. Just the ability of performing as a heel.
Just being a heel. Okay.
All right. First option, Edge.
Ooh, I'm gonna say 3.
All right.
Great heel, but there's some all-timer heels out there. So.
Roddy Piper.
I'm gonna say 1. Roddy Piper at 1, because I feel like you're not gonna give me who I want to put at 1. So.
MJF.
2.
Was that the guy you wanted?
Yeah. Maybe a little biased too, because I fucking love MJF, but.
Vince McMahon.
Okay.
As a character.
I know. God damn it. You put me in a tough spot here because fuck Vince McMahon, but as a character, as a heel, I gotta go 4, I guess.
All right. And your number 5 is Randy Orton.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. So
yeah,
you can go ahead and read it.
Yeah, your list is number 1, Roddy Piper. Number 2, MJF. Number 3, Edge. Number 4, Vince McMahon. And number 5, Randy Orton.
That's a pretty solid list to me. I think.
Good list.
I'd probably switch Edge and Vince just because Vince was such a piece of shit. But I feel like I nailed 1 and 2. Roddy and MJF. Roddy Piper, probably the greatest heel of all time. I think MJF's approaching that territory. Mm-hmm. Obviously, with more years, he'll get there. But yeah, I'm okay with that list.
Yeah, that's good. All right.
Pretty good. So Awesome. Well, we're moving on to our last segment. It is a fun segment called "What If." So, what if this certain thing in history never happened? We kind of talk about um, outcomes, what would wrestling look like today without it, blah blah blah, all that fun stuff, you know. So today's um, I don't want to say episode. I was going to say episode. Today's topic is what if All In 2018 never happened?
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of a big. It's got a big impact on the wrestling landscape.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a pretty big event. I think even before that, it goes to if Cody Rhodes never left WWE, would All In even happen?
I don't think so. Cody's definitely a front runner for All In and AEW. I think he's a very key part of it because he has that WWE name to him and that legendary name of Rhodes. But just All In general, man. If that don't happen,
There's
obviously
no
AEW.
AEW
No
because there's no
AEW.
big show that Tony Khan attends, and no big contacts that Tony Khan gets involved with.
Mm-hmm.
I think ultimately, if Cody never left the WWE, I think the Elite probably would have done something because Kenny and the Bucks around that time, 2016, 2017, were taking over the world. So I think there probably could have been an event if it was just them running it.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, again, like who knows? That's the whole fun in this segment. But if that never happened, if All In never happened, so much is different nowadays.
Yeah, because All In was a key showing, a big showing that WWE might be the big dog, but it doesn't need to be the only dog in the yard.
Right.
It showed that okay, there is an interest for another big company out there.
Right. It drew over 10,000 fans.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember where was that one. Where was that at? Was that Chicago?
Yeah, it was at that time City Center. No, it is now the Now Arena in Hoffman Estates.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. So yeah, for a company like Ring of Honor and New Japan to come together, whoever was involved, there was a lot of different people involved. For all those people to come together and put a show on in front of over 10,000 people, like
it was basically the WrestleMania of indie wrestling.
Yeah.
I think it probably could have sold more. I think they could have
Yeah.
sold more tickets.
I wish I was into wrestling around that time, but I was like in college, just getting out of college, and like hadn't really started getting back into it yet. So I feel like I missed out on like
Why
the
didn't I go?
revolution almost.
Why did I not go? Oh, I was out of town. I was in Cedar Point during that. No, it was on my mom's. It was something with my mom's birthday. 'Cause my mom's birthday is around that time. I was definitely busy because I would have been. Obviously, I would have been there.
You were interested in you were gonna
Oh,
go?
100%. Yeah, I ordered that on pay-per-view.
Damn,
Yeah, I was extremely interested in that.
that's awesome, man. Such an iconic event in so many ways. I mean, it gave us the birth of AEW.
Mm-hmm.
With no All In, there's no AEW right now. Who knows what wrestling looks like right now?
Bad.
It's only one major player in the U.S. TNA's nowhere to be found.
Yeah.
That's TNA's still bottom of the barrel.
Mm-hmm.
WWE is the only one.
Yeah, and it helped bring so much more on. Like someone like me, I've watched at that time. I saw plenty of Kenny Omega matches, but I ain't ever seen one happen in current time. I know always stuff I could find on the internet. Scrape off. It was my first time watching the Young Bucks, live in action, not in person, but like in current time. Kenny Omega. Watching these people, I've just watched clips or replays of, and that's what made me love AEW. It's so much more to see. So much more to see. People who are not in WWE that can watch weekly.
Right.
Like, I remember when I first started watching it. When AEW first came out. It just felt so. And sometimes it still feels unreal watching Kenny Omega on a Wednesday night, randomly watching the Young Bucks weekly.
Yeah.
It's still one of those things that just blows my mind.
Yeah.
And we don't get that.
If not for All In, then they're not on weekly TV.
Mm-hmm.
Unless they were to go to, would they have signed with WWE?
Exactly.
Instead of if AEW never became a thing, like who knows what WWE would be like right now? Certainly, I don't think CM Punk would be back.
That was the next thing I was gonna say. If you don't have All In, you don't have AEW. If you don't have AEW, does CM Punk come back to pro wrestling? I know Punk said he had a conversation with Vince in 2018 or 2019, and apparently he was open airs, but shit just fell through. 2019, and shit just fell through the fans. But yeah, does Punk come back to pro wrestling? Because obviously AEW brought him back. Obviously that stuff happened there. That's irrelevant conversation right now. I think that'd be a good what if in the future.
Yeah.
But yeah, does that happen? How different does WWE's state look? Because who's the face of WWE right now? Cody Rhodes. And Cody Rhodes' career goes all the way back to All In. That's what helped, again, bring AEW, bring more. Exactly. There's so much changes. Like,
Not
whole
only
scene.
but there's no direct major competition. There's nobody to compete with contracts. There's nobody to compete with quality wise for TV. Who knows what it would be?
Yeah, and I think competition is good. Now, what we were talking about earlier, that form of competition where head to head, no. Like, I get people say, "Oh, the Monday Night Wars." Fuck the Monday Night Wars. That wasn't alive. I don't care. That's how. I don't think that'd been great either. If I want to watch both shows, I want to watch them both. I don't want to fucking make a decision.
Right.
Like I said, I think competition is good for wrestling. Like I said, 2019 WWE, that second half of 2019 WWE is some of the worst wrestling content out there, and that was AEW's rise. Like 2019 AEW is so damn good.
Yeah, it's just crazy to think. What would New Japan look like if AEW never happened either? Would Okada still be there? Would Ospreay still be there? Would they have gone to WWE? Who knows? It's just there's so many variables that.
And you hit on it. Where would the Elite be? Where would they be? Like, would they still be in New Japan doing this thing? Would they have joined WWE? Was something
I know
like
that they got offers from WWE, right? And they turned them down and because they wanted to start AEW.
Yeah, they all turned them down. I think they all had a contract ready to sign. They all turned it down to take the gamble. It obviously has worked out. But something like All In is like, do we get to see if someone like MJF, does he ever break through?
Right. Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy to think about. Just all the young stars that have really only started getting exposure because of AEW too.
Adam Page.
They would have ever gotten a shot.
Yeah, Adam Page. I know he had a decent stuff in New Japan, but he wasn't no like big shot. Hell, Swerve Strickland was in WWE at the time, but he was no main eventer. What did he look at? There's so many people like this. There's no doubt All In basically was the birth of AEW in a way, and with no AEW, I think the wrestling platform just looks completely different nowadays.
Right. Even looking at releases, like WWE probably was still going to release a bunch of wrestlers, like Malachi Black. Where would he have gone? Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
Like Ring of Honor was good at the time, yeah. But I mean, COVID really, if AEW wasn't a thing, I'm sure COVID probably still would have hurt Ring of Honor a lot and made them go out of business, if not saved by potentially WWE. So even the indie wrestling landscape would look so much different too, because if Ring of Honor went out of business, then that's probably the biggest indie that's out there.
Yeah,
that would have been not good either.
I think that's another thing All In did was brought way more attention to indie wrestling. Indie wrestling has a lot more eyes on it now with all these other streaming apps like the Fight app or whatever it's called nowadays. It's
Triller.
Yeah. Stuff like GCW,
MLW, all these companies.
All these companies have an extra more eyes on them, and I think the indie wrestling really sprung up, got more attention after All In.
Yeah, absolutely. It's it's crazy the amount of inspiration that had on the wrestling industry. Not inspiration, effect that it had on the wrestling industry. It's just so crazy.
I think continue
after you.
No, I got to figure out appropriate words. So go ahead.
Okay. I mean, if All In never happened, essentially, I might not even be a wrestling fan right now. This podcast might not even happen.
Yeah, we wouldn't even know each other.
Because if I was watching WWE like I was in like 2020, then I would have been like, maybe wrestling's not for me. And if there was no alternative, like if there was no alternative for Bryan Danielson and Adam Cole to jump to, at the time those were my favorite WWE guys. No alternative for them to jump to, no AEW. Who knows if I would even be a wrestling fan? The whole reason I'm into Japanese wrestling and wrestling outside of major companies is because of AEW and their partnerships. So like, I might not even be a wrestling fan at this point if it weren't for the original All In. So
All In is arguably the second biggest event in wrestling history. I think the first WrestleMania will always be the biggest event, the biggest trendsetter. That's a good word. I think All In could arguably be the second biggest trendsetter in all of wrestling.
the disrespect to Wrestle Kingdom.
I would put them at third, but I think
just the sheer effect that All In has had.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm not saying it's the second biggest event of all time. That I don't think, but I think it's the biggest game changer in wrestling. Second biggest game changer in wrestling. I think that's a better word.
Yeah, I respect that. Yeah, it's hard to argue against. Just seeing how it bubbled in, what it's bubbled into, and now we had all in 2023, where 80,000 people showed up in London. Yeah, like that would have never happened.
No.
Whoever would have guessed that a non-WWE company in North America would have drew a house of 80,000 people 4 years after they started.
Yeah, I mean, insane. People called them crazy for an indie pay-per-view to sell out. I'll go to an arena of 10,000, and they sold that out no problem.
Yeah, wasn't it sold out within like 30 minutes?
Something like that. Yeah.
All because of a tweet too, wasn't it? Somebody tweeted at Meltzer like, "Do you think a company other than WWE can sell 10,000 tickets?" And he said, "Nope." And
he said, as per usual, Meltzer was wrong.
Right. It's hilarious that you guys blocked him on Twitter.
I didn't know I did that. That's a proud accomplishment. I'm proud of that.
I want to know what did it.
Same. I don't know about adding him. I really don't remember adding him or anything.
I probably saw a comment of one of us saying, "Oh, Wrestling Observer Meltzer wrong as always" or something.
I know. The most recent thing I did was commenting on someone thing saying, they were trash talking Meltzer or his fan base. I'm like, Meltzer is an idiot with even dumber fan base. If you go off of Meltzer, you're an idiot. I'm sorry. If you like his review, I think if you think he's the all end of answers to wrestling, I think you're an idiot.
I think we should have a whole segment about Meltzer.
All right, I'm down.
He's very polarizing. I'll say that.
Oh, 100%.
So like, he's got the diehards.
Yeah.
People that can't stand it.
Yeah, we can have a segment for that. We call the episode "The Roast of Dave Meltzer."
See, I'm kind of in the middle. I'm in the middle. Like, I don't hate him, but I don't love what he does.
That should be good.
I like certain aspects of what he does. I think he's one of the best wrestling minds of all time. Just in terms of like history and knowledge. But at the same time, like, yeah, there's stuff that I can't stand that he does.
Yeah.
Like the journalism reporting.
Yeah.
But I think that would be a fun deep dive to go into sometime.
I'd be down for that.
But yeah, like you said, as again, Meltzer was wrong. I don't have a lot else actually. We pretty much covered all my talking points.
Same. I mean, that's what we talked about beforehand with how AEW has changed wrestling business, so I didn't want to bring all that up again.
Yeah, right. This is a very AEW heavy episode.
Yeah, it's okay with that.
Which is fine. You know, it happens. There's more than one wrestling company to talk about. So. I wish we got to a point where we talked about indies and stuff too, but it's just so hard to find the time in the day.
Yeah, it's hard. It's really tough.
So, working full-time jobs, you know, just this isn't it.
Yeah, especially this past week. Last week Well, I've done 3 12-hour days in the past week.
Oh,
Yeah.
sounds brutal.
Saving up for the golf set.
There you go. Yeah.
That's what I told myself.
Give up for a double or nothing trip next year. I want to go to double or nothing in
Same.
Vegas
Have
because
they
I've never
announced
been to
it?
Vegas.
Have they
No,
announced
they
it
haven't
yet?
announced it. But got to save up for World's End at this point.
Mhm.
Not even, don't even really have to save up. It's
Not but
just
AEW, you don't gotta yeah, you don't have to really save up for AEW.
not like
WWE, that's a different show.
not
Yeah.
like we're paying $6,000 for fucking tickets. Yeah,
That wasn't even
so
front row, wasn't it? Wasn't it like a few rows back?
it might have been. That's insane.
Yeah.
I don't got anything else to talk about. So
Yeah, I think
yeah, that's it. That's it
hour
for
and a
me.
half. That's a good length.
Solid episode. So
Yeah.
yeah, had a nice conversation today. I appreciate it. And
Always.
appreciate all you guys out there watching, commenting,
Mhm.
interacting with us, especially on Twitter. I know I've been getting a lot more interactions lately, which has been wonderful.
Mhm.
Trying to get to know everybody better. So
Yeah, like I said, a 1-year anniversary, it's fun doing this. To add a little bit more to that, it's fun. This is great. The interactions. As noted before, Alex and I do have history with. We were with different conversation podcasts. Built different podcasts known as previously. Shout out to Saxby for kind of giving our voices. Check them out. But yeah. We've been on this journey for a year now. It's just getting started. We have more stuff planned. I found out you can do lives on TikTok with less than 1,000. I didn't know that until last weekend. So I'm like, I'm like, I got to get a tripod, something to hold my phone. So I ain't holding my phone for an hour. So I'm gonna get something like that, and then I'm gonna start doing some lives.
Doing what? I'm curious.
So I'm figuring that out. I got some ideas.
Well, you know what? I'm trying to think of some ideas too. Keep me in the loop. But obviously, we'll talk. So,
yeah.
Yeah. I guess that's a wrap on this one. So it's been real, but as the famous God of Pro Wrestling once said, we must bid you adieu, goodbye, mwah,
Mwah.
and good night. Bang.
Bang.